Update on this afternoon and just kind of continue to harp on what's been going on and how price action works. So we're on a 2 hour chart here. I want to show you from April start until this morning. We had been consolidating in this bull flag. I mentioned that. Another thing, this blue level, this one above, those are macro major levels, key points, inflection points. I find them in higher time frames usually. These are from about a year ago, a little more. This one actually is from over 2 years ago, I think 2022, 2021. So I had it exactly up here, and look at that. Today was the high of the day. We sold off of it, um, I think about 80 points. Let's see, about from 240, about 240-ish, all the way down to about 160-ish. So 80 points we sold off of that directly. Going back to what I was talking about, we were bull flagging here for most of this month. See how we came close to the blue line but never quite got there? Others also knew this was a key point, and they're hoping for the price to go under or tag to go long. What does price action do? The opposite. It gets farther and farther away from it. Institutions were clearly accumulating here before a big move. We got close here, not as close here, and not as close here. Also, I mentioned that I thought we would break out from this bull flag, but I would have loved more consolidation. Unfortunately, price did not agree with me, and we decided to break out today. More on that soon. Now, this bull flag, obviously, as any, could expand, and this right here, which is now the resistance, could become the center of it potentially, and I might have to move it up here. Let's see. I'm gonna potentially create a line up here because I do think we will probably want to consolidate a little bit and build up some more energy for higher upside, but who knows? Price determines that, not me. Going back, let's go into a 15-minute chart, kind of just review some stuff from this afternoon that I saw and something that I was looking for. So first and foremost, today we got what I call a failed breakout. So it's not something I commonly trade just because I'm looking for bullish setups. However, sometimes when you have a big upside day, hundreds of points potentially, a good way to look for a short if you don't have a position, because you should be positioned with with a long from somewhere down here, or like here, for example, the reclaim of this major level where we pushed through, sold, triggered, kind of consolidated, and finally took off. We consolidated from 6-ish until 8-ish. So over an hour we were consolidating. You could see kind of a sideways little mini bull flag here before taking off right off of that level exact. Anyways, so when you have a high and then you sell, a lot of times the price will go above that high one more time before really selling. So here this is the high, you would go short a couple points below this. So for example, I'm going to just throw a line here generally, and this would be your trigger for those short. As you can see, that worked out wonderful. Now if you missed that, what you can do is, and I'm going to go to 5 minute for educational purposes, you can see here we bounced at a 250 for about 11 points, maybe actually about 13, which is a pretty good 14, 13 points, which is a good bounce. And then we lost at this low. So you can go short below this low right here. I can put a red line to make it negative, but you go short below this low. You see you came down, you bounced, and then you short below that. That's a structure. That's some type of structure for you to work with. Anyways, going back down, I suggested to Mensuri that I was looking for a dip in recovery of this level. There was some lows here. We could do a failed breakdown as well. That's a little safer. And there's another low here. So I thought the failed breakdown was good, but because it was a little bit farther away from this level than I like, this is 174, this is 166, so about 8 points up. I was looking for some type of dip in recovery here, and that's exactly what we got. Notice at 320 we dipped below the level. At 325 we pushed through and then created a lower low. We trapped some shorts, we trapped some buyers, came back down here, and then triggered at 330. So this is when you can go long if you'd like. If you wanted to wait, you could wait for a little consolidation and a push above, or you can wait for a little pullback. That's what we got. This is an ideal setup. And then you can go long here. See how we tagged this level exact, this minor level. We held this low. We started pushing up, and you can go long somewhere here. That worked out as a great long. If you wanted to go with a failed breakdown of this cluster of lows, so this is about I would probably say I would use this as a trigger in that case. Just make that out real quick for you. So this is the trigger, as you can see. So see how we pushed through it, sold back down, and then took off here. So you would go long right here at 350, and that went from 1178 all the way up here, and that worked out awesome. So just wanted to show you some of that stuff, some good setups. Now I'm going to go back to making some levels. This is a 15-minute chart. What I would love to see is consolidation sideways over this blue line. I'm going to figure out where the key points are in all this, and maybe we can get a sell down to here and get a dip in recovery, or even better, just a little bit of a sell and get a failed breakdown of this new low that we just created, and see that retest this macro level above. Otherwise, continued consolidation will be great, and we can build up energy for the next move up.